guys, it's Lizzie. Thank you so much for the positive feedback on the last video regarding my current Horde base and my main playthrough right now. I wanted to go ahead and make some versions of it that are a little bit more budget friendly, not as intricate. I typically will make a standard blocky base like this in a real playthrough. I just find that early game, I want to get in, I want to get the base built, I want it to function right, and I want to get moving again. I'm constantly worried about dying and looting and everything else. I just need a functional base. It doesn't need to look pretty, it just needs to get me through Horde Night. So that's what these two options are. Before we get too much further into the video, I do just want to remind you guys I am not really a content creator. I don't really make videos like this, but your guys' encouragement has inspired me a little bit. I will say that I have had a tremendous amount of issues with audio and mic quality. I have tried to do a variety of noise suppression filters within OBS to try and fix the mic quality. It's either I'm too loud or I'm too quiet, and then you can hear my breathing, and then I can't, or my mic's too close, and then it's too far away. And I just got tired of it. So it is what it is. If someone wants to help me and drop some advice in the comments on the actual filters or like a good plugin, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm not tech savvy. I'm just a girl who plays games. So by any mean, if you think you're going to get some zombie AI review, you are not going to get that here from me. Let's just start there. So anyway, I don't want to waste anyone's time. Let's simply just get into it. So I know that Cautious Pancake dropped a video today. I don't know exactly when I'll be posting this yet, but he did drop a video today kind of explaining in depth the zombie logic and how it's working right now. So I'd really recommend you go check that out if you're struggling with your base right now. But this is going to be a good temporary solution and also early game solution that's quick-ish. I know it's a lot of digging, but I don't make the rules around here. So basically, his working theory, proven theory, is that the zombies have kind of like two enrage modes. One, where they don't fall from high enough, they go into rage mode. That's the traditional 2.4 logic. And then the new logic is they are constantly just trying to break the main structure, so the main pillars of your main structure 24/7. So two different kind of things that they're doing, and they have two different tempos, and he kind of proved that in his video. So what I'll say with what I found with this base particularly, I made both of these 8 blocks high, and I think because they land inside the terrain, or the main base is built up on dirt or stone in that case on that side, they don't really give a crap about how far they fell. And even so, sometimes the zombies will actually fall from right here. It's only a 3-foot drop, and a few of them might enter rage mode and hit right here, but it's honestly really rare. And if they did, I can see right there, and I can just kind of reset them as needed. A few things I just want to quickly mention. This is not like an in-depth guide on how to build this by any means. I mean, this is a pretty standard base, but you want to make sure that when you're building your pit out that it's at least 3 wide, because when the zombies come in, if they can reach these blocks, so if you were like here maybe, they can still reach that. They can actually reach 3 blocks high, so I don't know if that means they can reach only 2 blocks forward. I think that's pretty much what I was finding in my testing. But at the safe 3 distance, they shouldn't be bothering that. And the stairs. I have tried on both of these numerous methods on how to build these stairs, mainly just because they randomly will attack it. And it's not every Horde night, but they will sometimes come back here and hit this block right here. I think they think it's connected even though it's a full 2 blocks away. For some reason they still think maybe that this is connected, or they're just entering rage mode for no reason and just hitting this. I'm not really quite sure. I thought I had done enough testing where like this was perfect and this was perfect, but even in my last test, that just proved not to be true, because randomly they would come back here and beat on this. Maybe not break it by any means. Sorry for the little cut in the weather change, but it doesn't really matter because, I mean, do we really need this much besides getting in the base? I mean, I guess it is annoying, but Not the end of the world. For this one, they have multiple entry points. The stairs are a bit intricate, but I like it this way just because if they, spawn in from south, they'll have a nice easy pathway. When they come up out of the tunnel, they'll have multiple options to just path right back up. I just want the path to be short so they can figure it out as quickly as possible and not be to my shit. You come up here, they would fall, probably break my leg, yeah. And then they land down here, and because this is dirt, the natural terrain in the game, to be exact, they just don't care. They think about it for a second, and they just immediately turn around and path back through here. Now, every now and again, something will hit this. I don't know what the logic is behind that, but it'll be like 2 little punches, and then they'll be on their merry way. But just real quick, 3 blocks at least wide, and this is 4 blocks tall, and the whole dimensions of this is 4 and 7 tall, the actual base. And in here I don't really have much ceiling room, but that doesn't particularly bother me. Again, the drop is also 8 blocks. I think I already mentioned this, but this base is definitely way more dependable, and I built it on the first try just the way it is, and it performed great on the first try. And thus, the good sister was born. And then we have the bad sister. This was a pain to test, and that's why the stairs aren't as intricate, because I started to just get really annoyed with this base. But initially I had this all as dirt, same as over here, but I just placed the dirt manually, and they did break through that. It was slow, and it wasn't like they broke the whole thing down and my base collapsed in one horde night, but they did target the dirt. But when I replaced the dirt with stone, they magically stopped doing that. So again, stone is OP. I'm trying to tell you guys that I'm onto something here. Again, with this base, this is 4 blocks high, 4 blocks wide. The base might be, it might be a little higher. 4 by 7, and I still think an 8-foot drop. Yep. I do find on this one that the zombies were targeting this pillar more. I'm not really sure why, but it wasn't that big of a deal because I can see them and just hit them to reset them. And just wanted to mention again, on the back, they do sometimes attack this. I have made this multiple ways, and they have found one way or another to attack it randomly, not attack it at all. Who knows? I don't think I don't think there's much reasoning behind it, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna call the horde in very quickly, just to show you that they work. I hope I have bullets. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, I set the time wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. Just trying to set it to be bright out. To show you how they're spawning into this one. I hope I repaired the face of this base, but I don't think that I did. So they fall. Falling. They think about it, and they take the path. Need to make sure this is repaired. Yeah. I was worried about that. And I'm not gonna do a whole horde night. I just want to show you their general logic on both bases and let you decide what you would like to do. See, that one is going into rage mode on this block, and I think she's also targeting it. And then they changed their mind. Again, not that big of a deal, because I can shoot them to stop that. They also haven't gone back here either, so... Alright, I think we've seen enough. You know what, matter of fact, I am just gonna God mode over here and pray that doesn't mess anything up. If it does, I'll just take it from the top. They should figure it out. See. Oh, yep, they're figuring it out. See, I left and she attacked it. That's interesting. And then on this side, they fall down and they run through the tunnel. I'm trying to get those other zombies over here so I don't have to restart this Horde night. Just trying to get the general concept to ya. And show you what they're doing down here. So yeah, and I did not check repairs on this base either. Getting a little low. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clear out the Horde real quick. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to wrap that up. I don't want to waste anyone's time, and we don't really need to see a full Horde night. The base works, it's functional, it'll probably last you, depending on your level, at least 14, maybe even further. And even on the other base, I had a ton of cops in my current main playthrough, and none of them exploded, and it wasn't really an issue. So I feel like early game, this is something that is going to be affordable, quick, easy, most like what you're used to already doing. In the meantime, I will work on some late game bases that will actually function correctly. I know that Cautious Pancakes is a little more intricate, so I'm hoping to find something that's a bit more digestible, simple, what I'm used to doing for my playthroughs. And again, I appreciate all the encouragement and kind words. I hope you give the base concepts a try. Let me know how it works for you. Bye guys!